I'd like to take you on a strange journey. It begins in the nocturnal animal house of the Frankfurt Zoo, where life feels as if it's been turned upside down. The day turns into night, night into day, winter to summer, and a dark labyrinth into a playground of animals that would remain invisible to humans in their natural habitat. One of these animals is the aardvark. At 70 kilograms and 1.7 meters long, the creature would be considered one of the most elusive animals in Africa. We must probably know more about Klingons than we do about the aardvark. Have you seen an aardvark? Probably not. Not a lot of people have.
Look to the left, ma'am, you look to the right. You must look to the left. And here we go. Sure but slowly. Slowly but surely. It's showtime. We turn now to the left because we can't go to the right. Thank you very much. So I work now, tour guide, white steward, porter, sweeper, and every night sing in the pub. And in the midnight we're going up to take photos of the Aardvark.
Cape Town, the pride of South Africa. A jewel nestled in the southernmost tip of Africa, she's frequented by the rich and famous and framed in front of the iconic Table Mountain. It's highly unlikely to find our subject here, but it certainly is a great place to start our story. Cape Town is also the home of German band Bierbaum. Bierbaum is an ethnologist and an Africa expert.
Welcome to Kapstadt.
I first heard about the Aardvark 11 years ago. I received an email from my former ethnology professor. She'd been living in West Africa back then, studying the mythology of different ethnic groups there. And apparently she'd stumbled over the Aardvark again and again, and asked me whether I'd ever seen this animal. After that, I had it on the radar. And I thought to myself, okay, one day I'll find that beast. Seriously, that could take a while. At that time, the 021 magazine already existed. There was a night here in Bedford Street when I couldn't sleep. So I got up, sat behind the wheel, drove off, and after 3 hours, I arrived on the other side of the mountains. The day was dawning, and there were many, many termite mounds. And they all had a big hole inside them, even bigger than a football. Later on, I was in a little village, Maikisfontein, where I got to know an entertainer. We started chatting, and I asked him what's the story with all these termite mounds with these holes. And he said that's the Aardvark. Hey, there it is. Then I carried on with my journey and wrote an article about it for 021 magazine. What might happen if you wake up at 3 a.m., lock up and just go? Over the years, I've seen a lot of things relating to the Aardvark, but never the animal itself.
Come, boy, come. Follow me. Follow me on the red bus.
Matjiesfontein, a historic 300 souls village just 3 hours from Cape Town. It was founded in the 1880s by Scotsman James Douglas Logan. This is a less-known attraction in South Africa, a canvas of dreams, so to speak, filled with warm personalities and good people. And no matter where you are or where you're from, it makes you feel right at home. Because everything is possible in Matjiesfontein. We speak to the manager of the only hotel on the square, Mr. Johan Diepenaar.
30-odd years ago, and I can still remember the first time I saw an aardvark. I actually went out with my grandfather, and we went hunting. And I never in my life saw this animal, and I got a fright, because being a little boy and you see this animal with this long snout, and you think, and I actually wanted to shoot it, and my grandfather said, no, leave it. And I said, why? Look at that thing. Look at the nails of that thing. It's going to attack us. He said, it's a peaceful animal. Just leave it. You will see it will walk away. And it walked away in the darkness. And it was, we went out at night. That's when it happened. And yeah, that's my first literally encounter with an aardvark, a scary moment in my life. I think it's difficult for people to understand if you haven't encountered the aardvark yet. And like a lot of people say, I love cats and they want a dog or a kitten. I just think an aardvark is certain people that will just love to see this animal. And if you get the opportunity, do it. If you encounter it, even better. I think it's like seeing your first big lion in the veld, but only in the Karoo, but a lion with a much smaller heart, if you want to compare the two with it. So I think, yeah, you travel far around the world, but you came to the best spot to come and look for an aardvark. I actually got one of the main residence aardvark here in our old bank of Matjiesfontein. So here's what you've been waiting for, to come and take a look at the Matjiesfontein aardvark. As you can see, this is now a storage area, but used to be a very busy little bank in Matjiesfontein of all the people from the region coming. And there is my friend, the Matjiesfontein aardvark.
Well, an aardvark is for me a very special animal, you know? You don't see him in a day because maybe you think he's too ugly to come out, but it's actually beautiful.
Entertainer John Tennyson knows the Lord Milner Hotel since his childhood. While his mother used to work as a housekeeper for the Logan family, he sat down after school and played the piano. And when he was looking for meaningful employment, he asked the owner if he could work for him too. And this is how he became an entertainer. And the rest, as they say, is history.
I first started as the man who looked after the horses of the old man. And then he heard me singing one day, please release me, let me go. So he said, Johnny, can you sing? I said, yes. I said, okay, come play the piano. From there, I was entertainer. And that's 30 years back, baby. And I'm still got that passion. Every Sunday is my off day, but because I'm the priest in the little town. I feel that healing soul. So yeah, if Sunday I'm working for the big man upstairs. I work every day for him, but special Sunday. Well, my dad was a white farmer. See, my mom was black. So my sister was born blue eyes, looked like a German girl, blonde hair. And I was born white from my feet to here. In old South Africa, half in old South Africa. But I was against the law. They So my mom can't, they can't marry because they will kick your ass. So yeah, but thank God it's over. And I'm still here. I'm still standing. When I look over Jordan. Now my home is just on the other side of the railway line. I ran that old house for 30 years from the railway. And they gave it for me now in the new South Africa. So I will be the owner. When I'm an old man, I sit on my own stoop, looking at my flowers. Coming and carry me home. Oh, yes. Looking for the Aardvark. Straight to Jim. Welcome to my Fontaine Way. Still looking for that Aardvark. But we got his head. Showtime! I have to take a shower now and get ready.
Under the endless sky and landscape full of termite mounds, the Aardvark sleeps during the day. It has a cave system up to 12 meters long. Crafty fellow. After nights of foraging countless termite hills, it is safe from predators such as lions, cheetahs, or sometimes even humans, 6 feet under the ground. It is in the Great Karoo where we find the farm of J.P. Steinberg. JP is the master of more than 4,000 hectares and 2,500 sheep. He's recently discovered a fresh burrow.
You see the burrows quite often, they're quite common. But to see an aardvark itself, that's 1 in 1,000 chance to see an aardvark. You're very lucky to see an aardvark. But that's aardvark country. And here, you see the new fresh burrow, fairly fresh. From Thursday, I saw it first time Thursday morning, yeah? And as you can see here, there's no footprints coming out. So the indication as it were digging, that soil that is scratched out, there's nothing on top of it. So it must be still in the burrow. The chance is very good it's still inside here. Yeah, we can have a look, yeah? Yeah. You see the burrow turn, so you can't see where the bend is. So the burrow going that way, so it's probably somewhere there. More or less where the bush is. That's daytime. There's one thing for aardvark during daytime, sleeping, yeah. Being nocturnal, it will only roam around at night. Aardvark is a very special animal and, yeah, not one of the most beautiful animals because it's this short, thick tail, big ears, long snout, no real teeth because it got this long sticky tongue, putting the ants and the termites got suck in. Yeah, and of interest, how do you know the difference between a male and a female aardvark? The female got a whitish tail. For the little aardvark to see her easier at night, to follow her. The male got a dark, same color, and the female not white, but a whitish tail compared to the rest of the body, for the little one to see much easier. Being a nocturnal night animal, the eyes is very light sensitive. Whenever you pick it up with a spotlight or the motor car lights, it never stops like other animal. It always keeps moving. Yeah, it just wants to get into the dark again. We can come this evening. We come here with a spotlight and see maybe we're lucky.
JP's sheep are a sought-after delicacy all over the world. The leaves of the fynbos bushes in the Karoo are extremely spicy and give the meat a very special taste. Esther, the wife of the farmer, loves preparing the Karoo lamb for their guests.
Yeah, the aardvark eats termites, and it's amazing how big it is for eating termites only, you know. You would think that it would eat so much things to be have so much muscles. But I suppose it's the protein. Come. I love animals. Our whole family, over the years, we've always been rehabilitating animals. For more than 25 years now, we have been rehabilitating meerkats. And at the moment, we've got the water mongoose. It's the first time I've had a water mongoose. Well, I think the aardvark is rare for anybody. I think I've once had a vet here, and he is already in his 70s. And we were joking the evening, and we said, what would you like to still see, and so on. And he said, there's only one animal that I have not seen in my life, because he went throughout the whole world seeing most of the things. And he said, and we asked, what is that? And he said, an aardvark. And we said, well, we hope you're going to find it here. We can try it. And they were staying for a week. So every night he would say, are we going to see the aardvark tonight? And JP would say, no, not tonight. And then about the fourth night, he said, when he asked us again, we said, yes, we're going to take you to hopefully see one. And we drove about 100 meters, and there it was. This man was besotted about it. He just couldn't believe that for the first time in his life, he can see it so easily, you know.
Where's my spotlight, man? Okay. You can do left, right. From now on, you just look all over. Yeah. You can switch on.
It's nighttime now, and we drive to the burrow again. The aardvark could be anywhere. Are we in the right place? Where's that rustling coming from? What's that behind the bush?
No, couldn't see anything here. And there's also no indication of out, because the problem is the wet soil is now baked quite hard. It's not leaving any proper footprints, so yeah, can't say it's still in there or out.
We spent another few nights in front of the hole. But the aardvark was like a blind date that never showed up. Maybe it used a secret escape door. Time to move on. there's a very special kind of person that becomes a taxidermist.
All right. Okay. But okay. Good luck.
Jason Murray has had a great interest in animals ever since he was a boy.
Het heeft al gedip.
While his father kept birds and other animals in the house and bred bonsai trees, Jason collected animal skulls, which he kept secretly in his room. Today, the passionate hunter is working in the town of Schoonraad at the second largest taxidermist in South Africa. Jason has an aardvark for us to see.
I just want to find the guys quickly. Okay, daar's die vel. Yeah, it's just basically water, and then pollution 1021 and
fungicide and wetting agent.
a wetting agent and a fungicide that they put in here. And then what it does is it softens the skin, and they'll shave it and then they'll tan it until they get the right thickness to be mounted on that side. You see it's got the hairs on the nose, little bristles, so I can feel vibrations of the termites. So there's quite a long tongue that it collects the termites. Long eyelashes, like a lady. They've got quite big claws, so they dig underneath fences and that. Unfortunately, they get in onto the roads. This one was a truck road over it on the main road outside town, yeah? And the guys brought it in, but they're actually not allowed to have it because it's a protected species. They're not endangered, but they're not as many. What I did was I contacted Nature Conservation and asked them if we could mount it for educational purposes, for schools and that come through the premises. Waar is die spikes, kan jy net 'n spike?
Dis te glad. In.
Looks lifelike.
Jason, you must be kidding. But at least it's a start.
My dream was to become a nature conservation or a vet, which never materialized. I never got around to going to study for it. So I started hunting, like I said, I was in standard 6, 14, 15 years old. Went to a friend of my dad's, he gave me a rifle and said, okay, when the kudus come out, shoot one for yourself. I was shaking and shivering, so I don't know how I shot, but I managed to shoot one. And then when I came to Schoonraad, I got more involved in hunting. And I thought, well, the only other way to get involved with animals and that is to, manage a game farm. The years that I've been going out to the bush, I've probably only seen about 5 or 6 aardvarks. So I'd say we've probably got about a 50% chance of seeing one. I think our chances are good tonight because it's been raining. I don't know if they would have come out of their holes to come and feed, but hopefully the rain's stopped now, so we might get lucky and we'll find one walking around looking for some termites. My son watches this, the ant and the aardvark, the blue aardvark and the little red ant, and the aardvark tries to catch the ant on TV. It's like a cartoon thing. He sits and watches that. What is there? Scrub hare, that's what they call it. That's a bat-eared fox. There it runs. That's a steinbok. That's a spring hare. You can see it hopping up and down like a kangaroo. Looks like a duiker. Grey duiker. There's a porcupine. A youngster. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, there's a lot of activity. So it's good signs. A lot of spring hare out, bat-eared fox, jennets. So there's a lot of activity. Porcupine we saw. So there's a good chance that we'll see an aardvark tonight. The spring hares? No, it's a spring hare. Nope. Those are all spring hares. Spring hare.
Sometimes we need to stop, regroup, and try a new approach.
Wat my kan hoor. Sit asseblief julle vullis uit. Ons gaan nou met 'n clean-up begin. Aandag, aandag. Alle inwoners van New Bethesda. Sit julle vullis uit asseblief.
The quaint village of New Bethesda is teeming with fossils. And the aardvark is the only representative of an ancient mammal genus. It's like a living fossil. Researchers say it exists in its current form since the Miocene age. Melanie Bokus is a paleontological guide at the Kitching Center, a local branch of Wits University. We join her on a fossil safari.
Okay, we're now in the riverbed, the Gates River, and that's where the fossils is buried. And if I'm talking about fossils, it's animals that was alive 255 million years in the Karoo. And not dinosaurs, 50 million years before dinosaurs. So that means these animals were 50 million years older than dinosaurs. And mammal-like reptiles. Okay, we don't have proof. We can prove these animals also give live birth to baby animals. But the proof we've got is they've got intemporal openings behind the eyes in the skull, which means their lower jaw muscle would join to that. And because of that, intemporal openings behind the eyes, we can prove these animals were mammal-like reptiles. So we are looking for fossils, actual fossils, buried here in the Gates River. Theracophyllene species. So it's recently discovered, 2013. We've got the skull here. Okay, the nostrils. There we've got it. There we've got the snout. Okay, we've got the eye socket there. And then we've got the bone that separates the two intemporal openings behind the eyes in the skull. And then we've got a tooth there.
All good and well, but are there any aardvarks around, preferably alive this time?
No, Not here in this gravel area. You don't find aardvark here. So yeah, on other places, but not in this gravel area. Because you can see this is a gravel area, so there's no sand here. So not here in this area.
Bad news, there are no aardvarks here, neither primeval, nor dead or alive. We stay in New Bethesda for a while before we move along. At Andreas in the brewery in Two Goats Deli, we try to gather ourselves and draw some new courage. How did Andre get here, and where did he come from?
We've been living here now for 14 years, came out of Cape Town. So that's what we basically do for a living, is to run the brewery. We also milk goats and cows, make cheese, which you serve in the restaurant. And then also roast coffee, I keep bees, we make honey. Yeah, there are many different facets to what we do here, which is all adds to the flavour of the place. You know, everybody has this dream of living in the country and living a country lifestyle, something more simple, more closer to the earth and so on. Previously, when I lived in Cape Town, I was a lecturer there, economics lecturer. And you sort of look into the future and you see for yourself, okay, where is this going? Am I going to be 50 and still doing this? And I just saw that and I thought to myself, no, I don't want to be doing that. I want to be a little bit more in charge of my own life and what I do.
Does he actually know why we are here and what exactly we are doing?
you thought you were going to see Aardvark. so nothing happened last night either? Nothing? Eh? Okay. Nothing, I guess. And they're going to look at you and think, this guy probably doesn't even know where to look for an aardvark in any case. Okay. And what's... Oh, this is made out of felt, eh? That's very nice. Okay, well, there we go. I've got absolutely no idea why Germans would want to come all the way here to find the aardvark. I don't know. There are aardvarken. You sure? Eh? No, well, as I told you, I mean, I've seen one in 14 years, and that was just by pure chance. I think I was leaving to go somewhere like really early in the morning, like 3 in the morning, which I wouldn't normally be out at, and just saw it on the side of the road. And I doubt whether a lot of the farmers even out here that have lived here their entire lives see more than one every few years. So I think your chances are pretty close to nothing. Anyway, yeah, good luck.
Yes, it does seem that we really need a lot of luck if we still want to find the aardvark. Okay, maybe it's time to admit the obvious. We urgently need professional help. We hope to find it at the South African Tracker Academy. Students from across Southern Africa learn here to identify animals, plants and soil in their seasonal cycle.
This man, they said he will become the next master tracker.
South Africa's legendary master tracker, Pokkie Bernardi, and his wife Janetta teach the students in the fine art of tracking and how it's been applied by the native Sand people for millennia.
And it's good, you see. That
Do we finally get on the right track?
because they have a lot of stuff here inside. Like skulls, legs from different kind of animals. And here is actually the lack of an aardvark, because what was picked up around in the bush. So you see the nice strong claws, and these claws they dig very, very fast with these strong claws. So more than when a man can dig with a spade, they dig more faster, this one with these strong claws. They walk only in the night. There's like nocturnal, you see. So you only see it in the night, but nowadays in the barrows, there's quite deep, so, and they dig maybe down sometimes, down, and then they go up again a little bit from down up, so let it stay in a nice way, so that as the water get in here, the water cannot reach him because it's in a little bit high level under the ground. The only thing when you hawk, you only see these three long claws. And a little bit the toes. This one, the fourth one, you don't see it. So it's only this three where you see in the ground. Yeah, okay. And that's that, yeah. Let us go and see. I take one of your books. I don't know which book is this one, eh? It might be mine. Is it yours? Okay, sure. Okay, I will take it out. Where's the other guys? Okay, guys, what we'll do today, you guys will help for me, huh? We'll do trekking. We'll find that NB. Get some sticks, guys, and then that's my stick, yeah. Yes, yeah. Okay, so it's just gonna go and see. Yeah. A track of baited folks. Yeah, this one. Very fresh, that one, yeah. Early this morning. Maybe some guys must be a little bit slower, huh? Not all the guys. Yeah, you must look very careful, eh? Yeah. Yeah. Still going here. Yeah, you must look careful. You're getting something. Oh, yes, it's another one. Okay, from Aardvark. Okay, good. Well done. See, they've always like 3 toes in the back, and you see it's 4. There's another just small claw what point out. I will just follow and see how far it goes. Yeah, they will maybe walk a lot of circles now. I'm pointing in that direction. This way. Eating here. Okay, now they go in this way. Or maybe they turn and come like that. You see? They go there and turning. Lot of circles that they go. That NB, they walk like 12 kilometers they walk in the night. Other guys can come this side, some guys. That NB, they change directions quick. Check quick where this track's going and what direction. You see? So this one today, I'll get this one. A porcupine was going down there. All the places where they was digging, eh? Look here. I was looking for ants here. Ants here, see? So I was digging there, see? I think it's going in that side. It's close now here, huh? Ground, look here, still a lot of termites here. This is very tasteful, and a lot of protein in that. 2,000 ants of maybe termites. The normal rate is 2,000, what I eat per night, so. Check where they're dropping, you see? I think, yeah. Huh? That's the droppings, how the droppings look like. So they look exactly like the soil. Maybe I can push a little bit here and see what happened. You see? That's how it looks like. And when you break it up a little bit, and then you see the little bit termites, and then 90% or 80% soil in the tongue, you see? And no, it's very nice. that's good. Very good. That's a good one. Big ones. Nice.
The training of the students takes 1 whole year. Hopefully our search won't take that long.
You see?
The Kamdabu Mountains, the Green Mountains. There lies Samara, a reserve as large as an entire city. Ranger Tendai Moyo knows all African animals. He's living in South Africa since 2007. His home country is Zimbabwe. He has trained elephants. Tendai loves working with animals, and even more so, sharing his knowledge about Africa. Is he our last hope?
Before I came to Samara, I'd never seen an aardvark. So my first aardvark was at Samara. Well, the aardvark is basically, I always say to all the people who come to look for aardvark here, it's a 50-50 chance.
And what exactly does that mean?
50-50 simply means there is a possibility that we can see them. There is a possibility that we might not see them. So we are just hanging in between. I cannot say we will not find them. I cannot say we will find them. So we are in between. Basically in Zimbabwe, there is a lot of mythical stories around the aardvark. In Zimbabwe, it is believed it's one of the animals which is used by the witches, for witchcraft. So when I was young, I used to hear these stories from the elders that the witches would ride an aardvark. That was before I saw an aardvark. So before then, I used to think an aardvark was a bigger animal that someone can actually ride. So those are the mystical stories which you used to hear, that people who do witchcraft would use an aardvark they would ride them like horses, when they go and do the African magic thing. But I think they got that idea basically from the aardvark being a nocturnal animal, only coming out during the night. No, those were just stories which we used to hear when we were back at home and when we were young. So being a ranger, it has opened my eyes a little bit to differentiate between a mythical story and the real stories.
There it is.
Keep quiet.
I can't believe it. Follow it. Follow. Go around. Go. Shh. There it is. Follow it. Follow.
It's gonna run. It's not that one. It went this way. This side. This way. No, there's no chances now. They don't forage away from the safety holes. He did run towards this side, so there might have been a safety hole for him, which he knows. I think he went right into the safety hole. They're very clever. Look at the aardvark which you saw yesterday.
Wow.
Isn't it beautiful?
Done. Succeeded. Box ticked. We've actually seen a real aardvark, and that's absolutely awesome, even if it was only for a moment. Back to where we started, we've gone a full circle. Astrid Paris is an area manager in the nocturnal animal house of the Frankfurt Zoo. In the early 90s, she succeeded in raising an aardvark by hand. She's probably spent more time with an aardvark than anyone alive.
Ja, hallo, guten Morgen.
Hello, good morning. Amina, my sweetheart. How are you doing? All good? Look, I've brought you some breakfast.
Guck mal hier, Frühstück, huh?
Look at that. What's going on there? Did you hurt yourself? I'll give you some more in a little while. Yes? Good.
Ja, super.
You're a sweet one.
This is Ermina. She's been in Frankfurt since 2008. Even at the zoo, aardvarks are loners. In Europe, there are currently 63 aardvarks.
Look, I don't have more locusts. You want some mealworms?
Mehr hatte ich nicht, Heuschrecken. Willst du so vorbeißen? Nee?
Are you upset now? Because it's been too little. Okay, not a problem.
Kein Problem.
Famous philosopher Ludwig Wittgenstein once said, "If a lion could speak, we could not understand him." It does make one wonder what Ermina thinks of all of that.